Buckle up, boys, it's gonna be a long video. And before we get started, I just want to say one thing. I need you to do one thing throughout the entire video, and only one thing. Just enjoy the video. That's it. I don't want you to subscribe. I don't want you to like. In fact, if you're subscribed, unsubscribe. Enjoy the video. Rubik's Cubes. I like them. I don't know about you, but I like them, as you can tell. And we've right now got a bunch of cubes. You're probably looking at, especially this one, thinking, don't you already have a 4x4? That's the MGC. Look closer. Jperm. This is an unboxing and review of every jperm cube. So, I guess let's just start. So my main right now is the YS3M Bulker UV. I really like it. It's stable, it's fast, and it has a very nice magnetic feel. My dad uses the jperm RS3M. Very nice. I like it too. It's a great cube. Would recommend it. This is more expensive, but it's good. So let's start unboxing these, because there's a lot to get through. Let's get all the mess out of the way and start with the 2x2. jperm 2x2. Oh, this looks so nice. jperm logo. Let's get it open. Bit of lube on the outside of it, but I'll tell you, this feels nice. My main 2x2 right now is the YJ V2M. I don't like this camera angle, but I don't know what to do about it, so the YJ V2, and this is the MGC. This feels really nice. I like this. It's good. Do a quick solve on it. Oh, cool. jperm 2x2. I can see why jperm likes this cube so much. It is very fast. Yeah, I can feel that it's quite controllable too. Good. So, the one I'm really excited for, the jperm Waylong WRM. So, let's open it up. Wrong side, but whatever. This doesn't really matter. The 3x3. Oh wow. Oh wow. It's so quiet. What? It's so quiet, but so fast. But I feel like I'm not losing control of it. What? And this can be turned into a cube stand, but I really hate this camera angle. As you saw, I'm just putting this on a box, so why not add another box on top? It just feels so nice and smooth to turn. It feels so glidey, and I messed up my algorithm. Oh, and that purple is nice. I really like that. All the other tubes I've had either have primary internals or split piece design. 30 for magnets. I may have to change that myself because it does feel kind of weak, but it makes it feel really fast. I'm gonna do a solve on this real quick because honestly, I think I could get a really good time on this. Yeah, honestly, this cube feels just great. I probably would have gotten a better time if I wasn't so bad, because and let me just compare this to feel with the RS3M. This feels much more controllable than this, but this feels a lot more fast and speedy, and honestly I do like this one more, so I'll definitely play around with this a lot off camera. Both these jperm cubes are good. This is definitely a lot more for beginners, and this is, I mean, this one can be used at any skill level because like it's great, and this I'd say beginners would have a hard time controlling it because it is quite fast. So, yeah, that's my conclusion for the J-worm, and I'm going to keep these in the background for the rest of these cubes. Now, 4x4. I already used the MGC 4x4, so I'm interested to see what jperm has his 4x4 like. Because we do use the exact same 4x4. Oh, this is really lubed. Hold on, I just got it. It's a lot of lube on the outside. A lot of lube, oh my god. Yeah, it's good. It's a good 4x4. I'm definitely far more used to mine, so, but this does feel kind of sluggish compared to this one. This one feels so much better than mine does. I would do a solve on it, but I'm really bad at 4x4, and from here on out, I don't know how to solve any of these, so 5x5. I'm expecting this to turn probably just as well as the 4x4 does, because now there's no internal pieces if I'm right. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see how lubed this is. There's so much lube on the outside. Oh, so much lube. Oh, wow. There's so much lube. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to turn on this. guess. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this is good. This is definitely a good 5x5. Oh, and I can't hold this to save my life. jperm on a 5x5. Wow, this is so lubed. There is so much lube on this. I'm sure you can see it on camera. There is so much lube. My hands are slipping everywhere. I can't like turn it all. I'm sure if this cube was a bit less wet on the outside, I could be turning so much better, because I can tell I don't do 5x5. Now I think it was 4x4, but I can tell that is good. That is a good 5x5. Now 6x6. The jperm cubes. The jperm 6x6. Oh wow, you can see through it. You can just see how lubed it is. But I mean, I guess having it over lubed is better than having it be under lubed. Wow, this. Oh, my hands. What? My hands. Slipping everywhere. Oh yeah, I can tell this is real good. If I could turn. But yeah, this is very nice. Very nice 6x6. Wow. Wow. Very nice. Very slippery too. And now, last but not least, now the biggest cube I own, the 7x7.
I had a whole thing planned for this video for Halloween, but I couldn't do that. I had this entire thing planned.
Now, just before I start turning this, I want to say, this was meant to be my Halloween video, but
Halloween music, I could probably play that right now. Yeah, I had that whole thing planned out, but obviously I couldn't do that because as of editing, it is now November 9th. This was recorded on November 1st, this section. So obviously it wouldn't make sense to still make it a Halloween video, because that just wouldn't make much sense. So I just decided to cancel the whole thing, and it's just a normal unboxing, which I'm fine with, because jperm cubes. I have my jperm 7x7 with me right now. I have them all. I love them all. They're great, as you will soon hear more about later. But yeah, I had a whole thing planned for this video to be Halloween themed, but obviously that couldn't happen. So I'm gonna stop talking now and get back to the normal video.
obviously it's not Halloween anymore, so now it's normal unboxing. But I can live with that, because now I have a bunch of really good cubes, all the way up to 7x7. Wow. Wow. Oh my
my god, I've never turned a cube so big before. What? This is insane. Such a big cube, you wouldn't expect it to turn as well as it does. I'm just absolutely blown away with all of these cubes. They matched my expectations and went beyond. They went beyond all of my expectations. Oh, wow. These are all so good cubes. These are all great. All of these. Every single one of them. All great. Now we have a jperm family. We got 2x2, 3x3s, 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, and 7x7 jperm cubes. And honestly, these are all great. I would recommend each and every single one of these, especially these 3x3s. The 3x3s are amazing, and this one, if you're definitely starting off in cubing, then I definitely recommend this one. This is definitely nice and controllable yet fast for beginners. If you're getting a bit more advanced with your finger tricks, then I definitely recommend this, because you definitely need a much more advanced turning style to be able to control this. So yeah, but this is just a really nice cube. I'd say anyone could handle any of these cubes. This one, I mean, sure, a beginner could use it, but they might not be able to use it to their full potential as a much more advanced cuber would. And this 2x2, I mean, anyone can use this 2x2. This is just such a great, fast 2x2, and I feel like it's very great to control. Is it bigger than the Yupo? It's about the same size. Don't know why, but it feels much bigger and better. That's what she said. But I did not just mess up a jperm in the jperm video. I did not just do that. Disregard everything. If you think I'm a good cuber, disregard that. I'm not, as you can tell, but great cubes all around, and I'm definitely gonna have a lot of fun with these bigger cubes as well. Because honestly, while I think 2x2 and 3x3 are definitely very fun, I think once it starts getting bigger, it definitely gets much more complicated. And honestly, I really like that, because honestly, I really like how this feels. This feels amazing. Corner cutting. It says corner cutting on these. Starting with 2x2, because I mean, corner cutting is important. Okay, so almost 45 degrees. Reverse corner cutting, arguably more important. Wait. Oh wow, this is great. Great corner cutting. Great 2x2. The R3M definitely, I'd say, struggles a bit with corner cutting if you don't put in some effort, but great cube. Because I don't know why, but something feels like it kind of, whatever corner cutting issues it has, feels like something about this cube just kind of makes it so that doesn't matter. I don't know what it is, but it's like magic. And this, wow. Okay, can't tell you there. This cube, I love it. That's great already. I love that. Let me compare it to my main right now. Honestly, I think I might like this more. I think I might like this more than this. And 4x4, let me just do parity algorithm.
messed up parity algorithm. Well, if I didn't mess up parity algorithm, that would have been very smooth, because good 4x4. Great 4x4, recommend. Not just the jperm version of it, but also just the MGC in general. I think the MGC is a very solid and well-rounded 4x4. You can go watch my MGC 4x4 review and unboxing for more information on what I think about this cube in general, because I think it's a very well-rounded and great 4x4. I think that it's just very overall good, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone starting off in 4x4, especially because I feel like it's easy to control while still managing to be fast. Same applies here with this jperm 4x4. I'd say this feels a bit more effortless to turn than the normal one, but honestly I'd have to play around with it a bit more. In 5x5 I have nothing to compare it to, but I mean, I don't think I need to compare it to anything, because you can just see this is a good 4x4. I'm just bad. I've just never landed a 4x4 or 5x5 before, so I don't know how to turn. If I did, you would see this turning is good, because that's a good cube. I'm just bad, because I've never handled anything bigger than a 4x4. And even then, I've only had 4x4 recently. And 6x6, honestly, I feel like there is a good bit of friction in here, but I don't think there's anything anyone could have done about that, because not only is 6x6 just a really big cube, but that means there's also going to be a lot of internal pieces, and that means by nature it's going to be a bit slower and have a bit more friction than something like the 7x7. Like, I can feel this has just as many pieces, but it feels a little less. I feel like I have to put in less effort to turn. Well, yeah, I feel like this is a bit better to turn than the 6x6. That's not saying the 6x6 is bad, it's just by nature of the 6x6 it's going to be hard to turn. But honestly, I think all of these cubes will end up being my mains. Except for this one, because this is my dad's. This isn't mine. So, my dad's main, but I think this is definitely going to have to be my new 3x3 main, because great cube, love it. This is definitely going to be my new main 2x2, because it just feels very nice to control while still managing to be very fast. I feel like I'm not having any controlling issues, but I'm not having any speed issues. I feel like normally when you sacrifice one for the other, you have to sacrifice control for speed. So a very fast cube would be very uncontrollable, and a very controllable cube would be very slow, but I feel like this manages to have both at once, be fast and controllable. I feel like it manages to do both well. So if you're looking into 2x2 and you want something a bit more premium, then this recommends. If you're looking for something a little more on the budget side, because you don't have that much to spend, this is $7, magnetic, and good. Definitely recommend this to anyone on a tight budget for 2x2. If you don't want to spend too much on 2x2, the normal version of this is $10, this is $7, and this is, I think, around $26. All of these will be linked in the description at speedcubeshop.com. And yeah, but if you're on a tight budget, I definitely recommend this UPO. And if you're looking for something more premium, then definitely the jperm MGC. Because honestly, this is just a good 4x4. And I recommend it to anyone trying to. No, 4x. Did I say 4x4? 2x2. I'm done. Anyone looking into 2x2, if you want something more premium, then this is your cube. This is great premium. This is a great premium cube. 4x4, I think this is, I'll have to check, but I think it's somewhere around $30 or $40. I know this 7x7 is about 50. I think it's 53 or something.
this 4x4. Normal MGC is $20. I think this is about 40 something. And honestly, I think both of these are great. If you want to just have a good 4x4 and just be done with that, you just have a good 4x4, get the MGC. If you want to get a gooder 4x4 and support jperm, get this cube. It's great. And 5x5, same as the 4x4. If you're looking for a good 5x5, get this and support jperm. But if you're just looking to get a 5x5 and just have one, then just get the normal MGC. Because these are all MGCs. So just get the normal MGC if you just want to get a cube. If you just want to get a cube and be done with that, then just get the normal MGCs of these. But if you're looking to support a creator and get a good cube, get the jperm versions. I have just about the exact same things to say for the 6x6 and 7x7. If you want a good cube, just get the normal versions of these. These are somewhere in the 40s and 50s of price range. This is $50. The normal version of this is $30. And honestly, I think all of these are going to be my main. If you want to buy any of these cubes, I'll leave the link in the description. I'll also link to jperm's channel and his video on these cubes. So go check him out. He's a great creator, and I might make an update video in maybe a week or two about how this has been going. So I think that's about all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Just get the cubes if you want. If you just want a good cube, get the normal versions of these. And I think I've said everything I need to. These are good cubes. They're definitely going to be my mains. I have nothing else to say. Goodbye. See you in the next video. And subscribe if you want. I don't care, honestly. I really don't. Subscribes are just something to brag about, honestly. I don't care. Subscribe if you want. Bye. Good cubes. So, I've decided the update video will be just compiled into the first one. So I'm going to re-unbox these because I like keeping things in their boxes. So let's see how much I like them after they're all broken and stuff. The 2x2. Just gonna go ahead and say it. Love it. Love this 2x2. I absolutely love it. It is such a good 2x2. I have gotten some of the best times I've ever gotten on this, and it's just so fast. I can try to zoom in a bit. Yes, my phone is on 4 boxes. Yes, I am scared that my phone is going to fall over. No, I do not have a better option. So, I'm gonna do a few stalls on this and just kind of, I don't know, talk over or something, I don't know. But yeah, this cube's really fast, but I feel like it's not hard to control either, even though it's really fast. Like, it's fast, but not in a way where you lose control and just go, whoa. No, it's just fast. Which means I can turn way faster than on any other cube. 2x2 or not. I can turn much faster than any of my other cubes. Yeah, well, it's looking good. If you're wondering, yes, I do use Ortega. If you have no idea what that means, go Google it. But if you're too lazy to do that, then here's a brief explanation. or just more in-depth solve, start by making one side. Doesn't even have to be a full layer. Make both sides, and then solve the rest. That's basically what it boils down to. And I messed up there a lot. That was horrible. And I'll do one more solve there. Hopefully not have my phone fall over. Then move on to the 3x3. But yeah, overall, this cube's great. If you're getting into 2x2, definitely recommend this. It's, I think the normal version is only $10, and this version is only $26 or $27. I'll leave links in the description, like I think I said in the last part. So yeah, 2x2, great. Absolutely love it. It is fantastic. If you're getting a 2x2, why not this one? It's good. Actually, I'll just put them back there. The 3x3, the one you probably clicked on this video before, because 3x3. It's good. That's really all I can say. It is good. I'll again do a couple solves on it, but I did put in a bit of stardust, and I loosened the screw a bit, just so it'd be a little faster. This cube is already fast, but I just like insanely loose cubes. Unlike jperm. If you're wondering what method I use for 3x3, because I use Ortega for 2x2, so would I use like the 3x3 version of Ortega? I'll have to look through the footage to see what that final time was. But if I didn't plus 2 it, which I did, and I actually saw what that time was, that definitely would have been PB. So, I think that's a testament to how good this cube is. First solve on camera for this cube, and I almost PB'd. Only reason I didn't is because I'm dumb. And this is also quite a good scramble. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I think I was talking about what method I use. I don't use Ortega for 3x3 because that's not how that works. Because Ortega is specifically meant for 2x2. I use CFOP. But what that basically means is it's similar to Ortega, but a lot more advanced. And nothing like Ortega. As you can see, I started by what is basically for 3x3, making the first layer, but instead of making the first one, I make 2, and same step for that's an jperm. Okay, that was bad. That was a bad solve, but I'll tell you what, this cube isn't bad. It's very fast. It's very easy to turn. The corner cutting, which if you don't know what that is, how much you can turn, even when it's misaligned. It can go, I think, here. No, well before. I think here. Yeah. And reverse corner cutting, also great. It is just a great cube. If you're getting into 3x3, then like I said in the previous part, I wouldn't recommend this if you're just starting out. I'd recommend the jperm R3M, which I don't have with me right now because, like I said, it's my dad's cube, not mine. So if you're just starting off, then I'd way rather recommend that one to you than this one because it's cheaper. This one's $50, that one's only $25, and it's a lot more easy to control, so you won't make turning mistakes because you might not be able to control it if you're new. This one, I mean. So if you're just starting out, +2 by the way, don't get this one, get the RS3M. But if you're more advanced, if you're averaging like me around 20 seconds or so, then this one should be good for you. There obviously might be better ones for you because each person is different, likes different styles. I like really fast, loose cubes, so even this one initially wasn't fast enough for me, so I had to loosen the screw and add stardust or really fast lube. So that's my personal preference, but you might like a little more controlled cube, so you might want the RS3M more. So you might want that one instead, but I really like this one because I like fast cubes and purple. Well, that's not a great reason to buy this cube. Purple. I think we've spent enough time on this, so alright, back there. And 4x4. If I end up doing the solve here, then this will be my first timed 4x4 solve. But let's just talk about this real quick. I love the MGC 4x4. My main 4x4 before this was the MGC. As if you've seen that video, then you would know I like the MGC. It's a great cube, it's fast, yet just like the 3x3, it's fast, yet not in a bad way, it's just fast. It's very fast, easy to use, and the way they have this set up is as jperm said it, as fast as Speedcube Shot could make it, and it is fast, like very fast. I've had a lot of time to break this in, and I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna do a solve on this, because I've gotten a bit better at 4x4, so, from the last time you've seen me do 4x4, so, yeah, I'm gonna do a time solve, I guess. I'm not expecting this to be fast, so it may be sped up, but I'll see if I can not do 2x like I did last time. Because yes, that was sped up to 2x. Because it had to be. Because I'm slow. And that was my first time solving 4x4 in a long time. Very long time. What I'd have to say about this 4x4 is it's fast, it's stable, and it's very, very good. It's a good 4x4, and if you're getting into 4x4, then I think this one would be great, because if you're getting into 4x4 for the first time, you don't want to learn how to set it up. You'll just want to get your 4x4, learn how to solve it, and have that be it. You'll just want to get your 4x4 4x4 and have it be good right out the box, which this one is. This one very much is. It is good out the box, but obviously, just like all cubes, they'll get better with breaking. So, if you're new to 4x4, you might want I wouldn't say just get the normal MDC 4x4 because then you'll have to set it up, and if you're new, you might not know how to do that. And if you don't know how to do that, you won't have a good 4x4. And if you don't have a good 4x4, you won't be getting good practice. Not getting good practice, you'll learn bad habits, like instead of doing this, you'll be doing this. These are not habits you want. Anything bigger than 3x3, you just want it to be good and be able to use it. Let's see if I get parity. I did. And I have completely memorized my parity algorithm. Finish it off with an jperm. And that's 4x4 with formula solve. So yeah, like I said, if you're getting into 4x4 the first time, this is good. This is great. This is a good 4x4. If you're just getting in, like with these bigger ones, then you won't want to have to set them up yourself because taking it apart, and you don't want to do that. You just want your big cube and learn how to solve it. Speaking of big cube, let's get to a big one. I can solve all of these, by the way. Just thought I should mention. I can solve all of these. I can solve 5x. I can solve 2x2 all the way up to 7x7. And what do I have to say about this MGC 5x5? Because all of these are MGC. I have nothing to compare it to. That I do. Which is the same type of cube, but I at least have something to compare it to. I have nothing to compare this to, but I mean, it's good. I can't base that off anything because I'm not a particularly good 5x5 solver, nor do I have anything to compare this against to like jperm does, but so I'm not gonna do this thing where it's like, just trust me bro, it's good. Buy it. If you like it, point proven. I really like this cube. I like all these cubes, they're great. Especially since, as you can tell, I'm a bit biased to which cubing content creators I like. So, obviously, I'm going to really like these just because they're jperm. And jperm is like my favorite cubing content creator. He hasn't posted in 2 months. Besides the point, his cubes are great. This is lovely. It's just, like I said with 4x4, and this will apply to all of these. You don't want your big cube to be slow out the box, and then you have to take it apart, put lube in it, set it up. You just want to get it, open it up, and learn how to solve it. So yeah, that's exactly why this is good. You can just buy it, open it, and pull up a tutorial, which jperm has. Don't mind me doing bad finger tricks, this just has a lot of lube on it. A lot of lube on it. Because I don't do 5x5 much. I've only solved it a couple of, like a handful of times. So, obviously, I haven't used it much, which means it's not entirely broken in, but it's broken enough to work. So, good 5x5. It's well lubed out the box. It's very fast. But again, fast in a way that's good, not bad. And I think that's all I have to say about it. It's good. I'm not sure how much it costs. I know the 7x7 is around 50, around the same as that cube, which is insane. $50 for a 3x3, which is the same you can buy a 7x7 for, but I mean, it's good 3x3, so I'm gonna get this pointing green real quick. And the cool thing is about all layered cubes, you can just turn down this middle layer. You don't have to do this like you do 4x4 and 6x6. You can just turn straight down that middle layer. Speaking of 6x6, that's up next for this review part of the unboxing. I have very little to say about this because I don't do 6x6, and personally, I've only solved it about 2 times, and those 2 times I have, I didn't really like it that much, and honestly, I think if I had something to compare this to, I would be like, man, if I was using that cube instead of this one, I would hate 6x6 so much, but this actually makes it bearable. I bet I would say that because it is a good 6x6. It is a great 6x6, and you can't take that away from it. It is great. It is the MGC 6x6. The MGCs are great. So, like with all these cubes, all of these are very fast, yet very controllable. This one is fast enough. I mean, they're going to get slower. Once the bigger they get, they're going to get slower. That's just how big cubes work. Let's get this timer out of here. As cubes get bigger, they're going to get harder to turn, and they're going to get slower. That's just how cubes work. Because there's more layers and more friction. No matter how much lube you pump into it, it's going to be slower than a 3x3 because this has a lot less pieces to get in the way of your turning and to rub against each other. So a little bit of lube will do justice for that one, but it'll take a lot of lube for these bigger ones. That's why they're always covered in lube, and it makes your hands feel weird. Because for that, a lot of lube won't seep out because you don't need a lot of lube. Same for 2x2. You don't need a lot of lube for those smaller ones. For these bigger ones, you'll need a good bit of lube because there's so much friction and so many pieces rubbing against each other that if you don't lube everything excessively, or not excessively if you're sane, then it's going to be slow because there's just so much friction. Even now, it's not the fastest thing to turn, but I mean, but if I compare this against like a really budget 6x6, I'd be like, yeah, this is fast, this is great. Because again, I have nothing to compare this to. Just like the 5x5, I don't have anything to compare to. But if I did, I would probably say it's best 6x6 ever. And the behemoth. I've solved this about 3 times. I didn't like it a single time. Well, maybe I did a little bit, but not much. Oh my god, there's so much lube. Again, like I said, these need a lot of lube. You can't just say that one big cube is fast like the 4x4 and thus all must be fast with a little bit of lube. You can't, like for this, it's fast. You don't need a lot of lube because it's not as big. But this is going to need a lot of lube to be good. So naturally it's going to have a lot of lube because the great people at Speedcube Shop, jperm, said to make this as fast as possible, and oh boy do they deliver. I'd say this is just as fast, if not maybe a little Also, I like turning it more than the 6x6. I don't know why. I like turning the 7x7 more than I do the 6x6. Probably just because I don't know why, but something about this 6x6 compared to this 7x7. The 7x7 just feels so much more natural to turn, so much better. I don't know what it is about it. I just like this one a lot more than this 6x6, and it's a great 7x7. It is a phenomenal 7x7, actually. Well, actually, I'm just saying, it's good. I love it. And also, let me just do this real quick. The checkerboard looks great. That's great. Lovely. This checkerboard pattern on it looks great because there's just so many little pieces to checkerboard. And honestly, I don't like 7x7 more than I do 6x6 for some reason. Ignore all of this. It's just my desk is too small. And that's not saying I have a small desk. That's saying it's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I don't have a small desk. Like, at all. It's just so much crap. And yes, this is what I've been putting my phone on. And this is what fell. Besides the point. Or any point I was trying to make. This 7x7 is great. Again, nothing to compare it to. But if I've got like a, I don't even know if they exist, but like a $10 7x7 and compared it to this one, which is, again, I think about as expensive as that one, I would say this is 1,000 times better. But since I have nothing to compare it to, I can't say that, but I'd probably end up saying that if I had something to compare it to because it's so good. It's just, it's big, and you'd think it'd be horrible to turn, but personally, you might hate 7x7, but I think just scrambling this up and then just the process of building it up part by part and seeing all of the scrambled chaos slowly turn into solved beauty is great. Also, look how tiny these center caps are. Look how tiny that sticker is. Compare it to the 2x2 one. Look how tiny that sticker is. It's so small. Because these pieces are tiny. And also, size comparison. 2x2, fast. This is a very fast. This, very fast. All of these jperm cubes have something in common, and that's that if you're a beginner, you'll like them. If you're a beginner to any of these, 2x2 through 7x7, get the jperm cubes. I'll leave a link to the bundle, but it's expensive. With this one, it's very expensive. With the RS3, it's about 207, I think. With that one, it's like 220. Very expensive, but very good and very worth it. Because it's very fast. All of these are very fast. That's what they all have in common. They're very good. They're very fast. And they're all jperm. Actually, I have an idea. Which one looks better? This? Oh, 2x2. this one. All of these cubes are very fast, yet managing to be very controllable. Which means if you're a beginner, you'll like them. Because they're fast, so you won't be like, oh, it's so slow. I can't turn it at all. How am I supposed to learn on something this slow? You'll be like, wow, it's so fast. I'll probably be able to solve this in like 2 seconds. Because they're so fast. And I think that's the selling point for these. It's not they're jperm branded, or, well, it is, but it's not, I don't think that's what you're going to be, I don't think that's what you should be thinking about when buying these. You should be thinking, wow, they're so fast, they're so good. Like, I don't do 7x7. Like, I hate it. Like, I would do any of these events over 7x7. But because this 7x7 is just so good, I think if I actually like practice it a bit, I might grow to love 7x7 and all of these with time. Because I've only had them for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. But I love each and every one of them like children. They're great. I love them. And I think that's about all I have to say. If you want good speed cubes, all of the links for these will be down in the description. So, yeah, and make sure to use code jperm, discount code jperm. Use discount. When you get to checkout, it will say below your order, it'll say a little thing saying use discount code. Put in jperm, jperm, one word, jperm. So I think that's gonna be it for this unboxing review. The unboxing is done. This was the review. If you have the money and you want to be a good cuber, these are great. You might not like them, and that's the thing. With cubes, it's always a gamble. You might not like them. Like, for example, this RS3M Super. It's good, but it's fast because it's the maglev. You might not like fast cubes. I do. That's probably stemming from my first cube being the GAN 13 maglev, which I don't use it anymore because it has one very particular issue. The torpedoes on this snapped off and a corner twists too easily. But I like really fast cubes. I like these cubes because they're really fast. Not this one. I just have this here because it looks the most like the jperm logo. So if you want good cubes, then you can buy them individually, or you can get the entire bundle, which has the option of the RS3M or the Weilong. I prefer the Weilong, but if you're just starting out and you just want to get your puzzles and learn how to solve them eventually, then go for the RS3M. You'll like it a lot more. Even I really like it because it's just such a great cube. So I think that's all I have to say about these cubes. And until next video, this is going to be a pain to edit because the entire recording is like 50 minutes long. Bye.